he just turns to Adam and says, "You see why I tell you say that no add me to male vocalist of the year." We are going to get into all of that. Winner. Even though you are not in there.
And the person who win on that day should know I am the winner. They gave it to him, Keke.
Oh, wow. So even before the 1st of June, whoever will win male vocalist of the year should know on record that you are the winner.
But they gave it to him, Keke.
And the key word here is Keke.
Keke. We Keke.
But why are you not in this category?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Did you file for it?
Yes.
You did?
Yes. I even filed for Best Collaboration of the Year.
And you still didn't get it. Did you ask any questions? Because remember there was a 1-week window, of course, where you can address all these issues. Did you address it?
Oh, Raskuku, then when I say Raskuku, whenever they release BGMA something or TGMA something, I have something to say.
So year in, year out, you've always had something to say?
Yeah. Because there's something over there. So I also have something to say on that something that is there.
You think it's a lapse on the side of the board, the academy, and the organizers?
Because each and every day people are like, why don't we put Raskuku in the male vocalist of the year each and every year?
Okay.
And you know, when it comes to singing, when it comes to voice.
Warai, get the definition of this very category. I want us to get into it so that Adam can help us with the explanation as to why year in, year out, you haven't been in there and you really actually believe that you should be in there.
Not so me this alone, the whole Ghana.
Everybody thinks you should be there.
Yes, and win it.
And you still don't make it.
Yes.
All right, so here is the category definition of male vocal performance, and it says that it is adjudged by the academy and board as the male artist solo with the best vocal delivery or performance on any musical presentation which was released during the year under review. So if I understand English, it says best vocal delivery or performance. Adam, does Raskuku qualify?
Oh, clearly. I mean, because this it's not a popular vote category where the song needs to be very popular or should be everywhere, but it's more technical where they look at the ranges and other things when it comes to quality in your voice and how you delivered on the song. So it's not something that you say that it has to be numbers, that okay, this got this number of streams or that, but it's about how the person was able to, I mean, beautifully deliver the vocals on the song. So Ras has a very nice voice. I mean, maybe it could be an oversight or something, but
all these years? Because he's saying the whole of the country actually thinks that at least, even if he won't win, he should be in the category, recognized for so, it.
I mean, some of this advocacy too is also good. It brings attention to you. So, I mean, next time when they have a pool of songs, clearly, it will strike them that, hey, Charlie Raskuku. So, I mean, the next time they will pay attention to you. Because
but he says he's been petitioning all over the years, even this year. Well, it was just this year that.
Filed.
What's it name? Mempaibo.
Mempaibo. It was the vocals. I don't know.
They were perfect, right?
What is really causing that? But I'm happy for what he's doing, the advocacy he's doing. He's bringing the attention to him and to his vocals. I mean, so those who are not paying, they are paying attention to maybe the Raskuku brand and not the vocal, now will pay attention to his vocals because he's a very good vocalist. That once in a song, I mean,
Me, that's my song. That's how I got to know you. That's how I got to know you. I got to know you through KOD11 radio those times, and that's how I personally got to meet you as well.
So on the night, I mean, just on the night of the nomination announcement, I was there when I was interviewing his manager, and he complained about Raskuku not being in the
category of vocal performance.
That made me go and listen to the songs in the category. And I was like, oh, I mean, Ras really has what it takes to be in that category. It's not just this year. I mean, he's done it consistently over the years. And I'm sure the 26th VGMA, that nomination has been looking for will come because he really deserves to be there. He's a good vocalist, no doubt.
Okay, so that's what Edem is saying. I'm wondering what Sammy Flex has got to say. Sammy, can you hear us? Good morning to you, talent manager, entertainment analyst as well. Say hello if you can hear us, Sammy.
Hi, Cookie, I can hear you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time again today, and thank you so much for last week as well. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing very fine.
Okay.
By grace.
So many people are arguing that Kuuku can make noise on TV and radio for all he wants with the public. But if you don't address it with the academy or the organizers, if you don't raise a petition, then we are not going anywhere, or with the board, you won't go anywhere. Do you agree?
I agree. But then let's come back to the conversation of whether Kuuku was deliberately ignored or not. You know, sometimes when it comes to these awards, nominations, and categorization, there is something we call the cutoff point. So, for instance, if the category for best male vocal performance, they are looking for 6 people or 7 people, and Kuuku was even enlisted, and he happens to come after the 6th or 7th, he will be definitely be affected, knowing when especially the people think that, okay, in the category, this particular voice comes before him, that is also going to be a problem. I have been on several awards boards, and sometimes it happens. We will have about 10 people who are equally qualified to be in the category, but then the cutoff point might beat so many people. And when the cutoff point conversation comes in, then it behoves on the individuals on the board to decide on who qualifies or who will be able to make it. So I think that Kuuku has got it. In terms of vocal delivery, in Ghana, we cannot take Kuuku out of the conversation, whether he's in the studio or he is live on a stage. Kuuku does it better. I really strongly believe that he has been suffering from the cutoff point factor. That is what has been happening. And again, maybe they are not paying attention to some genres when it comes to selecting some of these songs. Because one, oftentimes when you check the categories for best male vocal performance, or even the vocal performance categories, you are likely to see more gospel artists in there. If we can go through now, we realize that more gospel artists are in there, and maybe a few known names, because their songs come to us easily, because their songs hit us easily, they pay more attention to them. But for Kuuku's qualification, no doubt, no conversation, no debate about that. I still want to believe that the cutoff point might be beating him. So the fact that he's talking is also okay. He says he's been doing the window thing and still it's not working. He should keep delivering, and who knows? In this year, I don't know which of his songs was in contest for the particular category. This year, I'm not too sure which of his songs. But if the song there is not really strong, then what it means is that the cutoff point will beat him. But for Kuuku's vocal delivery, no debate about him. He does it well all the time.
Okay, Sammy, I'm going to come back to you. But Lyrical Joe, let me pick your mind on this one. On the issue of cutoff points, has it affected you before? And even if it hasn't, have you paid attention? I'm asking because there are some categories like Song of the Year, which we treated this morning. It has 12 artists in there.
See, Cookie, I was part of the...
Can you let him? Yes, please.
Because you brought the song.
Basically, this is my 3rd time being nominated, and I would say that this year I was thinking that probably that affected me as well.
Oh, the cutoff point, yeah?
I strongly believe that I would be in the Hip Hop Artist of the Year, and then probably Album of the Year, because I dropped Photo Album, it did very well. Hip Hop Artist of the Year was under year review. Aside dropping a hip-hop album, I was representing on Team Westwood as well. Dropped my 5th August project album. Most of my big projects were hip-hop songs. So when it came out and I didn't even have the Album of the Year or Hip-Hop Artist of the Year. But, I mean, I had brothers in that same category who, under year review, their biggest songs weren't even hip-hop. But then they had the Hip-Hop Artist of the Year. I was like, okay. I didn't really understand that.
Did you ask why?
Yeah, I did. The 1 year review.
The 1 week.
I resubmitted, and an email came back that they didn't think they made any mistake with my nominations.
That was the response that came to you.
Yes.
An email.
Yeah.
That they didn't think they made
There was
any mistake with it.
This is the email, and that was.
Did you push further, or you just left it
No,
at
I just
that?
left it there.
Adam, I think this is
You should
unfair.
have sent it back again. You made a mistake.
I think the cut-off point, I was part of the gathering of the songs for the board to categorize. The board nominate. So, I mean, before that, there was a team which collect some of these data for them. I was part of, when we were doing the popular song of the year, it's like we had about 20 songs. You see, it is even still plenty, 12
Yes,
songs.
12.
I mean, at a point, it was even difficult for you to take one out. But you cannot nominate all the songs. So what happens is that you have to look at certain things.
Like what?
Like you go to the numbers behind the songs and certain, charts among others, to be able to, give you some opportunity to screen them further. So at times, it really becomes very tight for them because of the pool. So this year beginning, people were saying, oh, we didn't have a lot of his songs. But when I got into the room, I realized that, it's like all the songs were his songs, like popular songs. And you don't even know what to take out unless you start with going to some of these. Look at the numbers, look at this, then it affects other songs. So it becomes very difficult at times, for those who do the categorization.
Okay.
So it's not like, at times it's not like you want to take somebody out. You are forced to go and look at certain things to screen down for that, and that is what causes some of these challenges.
Okay,
See,
so
unfortunately, most of our traditional media do not, those days, people try to, have a certain history of the songs they've played,
Okay.
So, like you log to, okay, these are the songs, so that they can call for some of this data. But most of the radio station, among others, do not log.
They don't have the data.
And they have to use other platforms to, do some of these things.
Okay.
So it becomes very difficult. When you say a song has blown, aside the fact that maybe DJs appreciate it, if you want to go behind and use scientific data, it has to be on some of the stream platforms and other. And that is where some of the, artists are affected in a way, which for me, I just hope we get to a day that it's addressed properly so that we can have a data from the traditional media so to be able to compete with this. The DJs to come in because at times you can't use all figures.
Okay.
The DJs who also do the work, the mobile DJs among those who are on air, also know songs which were popular.
Right.
But what is popular? If you want to say popular, what metrics do you use to determine popular?
What is
And that is
popular?
where, when it becomes difficult for them to cut down, they have to enter into this scientific realm to be able to do the cut down.
you are nodding in the affirmative. Both of you. But I'm going to come back to you.
I'm getting.
You are now understanding what he's saying, right? So it means that even the musicians themselves
but Kuki,
would have. Yes,
Kuki,
yes, Sammy.
It is not with all the categories. So, for
Yeah.
instance, what Adam is saying, if we have
Popular
to
song.
look at the vocal performance, you don't need to get any metrics from any science and
Yeah, yeah.
data
How
from
many
anywhere.
people
You
do
see,
they need
I was
over
even
there?
talking about.
How many people?
Cookie.
do they
Let
need?
him land.
I was talking about a
Sam-
popular song.
Okay.
I said we had about 20. I was
20,
talking about
20 artists in there.
popular song.
Yeah.
When you brought in that's
Adam, we are on Kuuku. We are still asking why Kuuku was not nominated in the best male vocal performance. So don't try to change the conversation.
I just want to know
Let's
how
pay
many
attention
people do
to
they
Ras.
need
Now,
over there?
Looks like this week Kuuku has never been happy with how he's been treated in the industry. So allow him to rant, allow him to vent. Let's move on. Don't change the convo. I beg you.
But is it even? You just asked a question that how many people do they need in the categories?
Yeah, I just want to
Is that a legit question? Because I don't
No, but-
understand.
Yeah.
Yes, how many people should make up certain categories? In certain categories, there are only 4 people. In other 6,
Yeah.
but in like most popular song, like I've mentioned, it's 12.
it's not cut in stone.
Why isn't it cast in stone?
It is a decision of the board because the board is like the most powerful among everything. So they decide what should be. I think there is a template over the years. So
That's been followed.
Yes, but at times they even go beyond the template. Depending on the situation on the ground. So I think it is more situational than saying you cut in stone. This place should be 3, this place should be 2. It's more situational. That's how I see it, based on some template in the past. That's how I see. I mean, the number of songs in every category. But they don't even also want to have a situation where there'll be so many songs in one category. At times, it becomes even very difficult for the voters among others. So they want some sanity among others.
To streamline
definitely,
the
our
numbers.
schemes there, I mean, that didn't happen. And it's not every song or every artist who can be nominated in a certain category. And that's why Grammys and every other top award get their bashing. I mean, you see artists go on Grammy stage, they take the award, but they still bash the scheme for certain things. So,
but you receiving the bashing or the backlash from the public does not satisfy the person who was supposed to have been in the category and wasn't in there.
of course.
It doesn't satisfy that person.
Of
And
course.
especially in Ras Kuuku's case, he's nominated himself, provided all the data and everything, but you still take him out of it. It doesn't satisfy
It
that.
happens. It happens.
So Ras Kuuku should just take it that it happens.
No, he's a musician. This shouldn't make him stop the music. I mean, he should go on consistently. And I mean, it gets to a point, at times, it's not even Ras Kuuku who come and say, I deserve to be there. I mean, the people will rather fight for you. So
But that's what he said. The people have been fighting, but it looks like the
he
board and
should
the
keep
academy.
on. He should keep on.
Oh,
He should keep
wow.
on.
It looks like we'd have to fight our lifetime, our entire lifetime, before some of us are recognized for some of the things.
No, I think, Cookie, let me put this through. What we have to admit and accept is that no awards scheme is perfect in the world. So Adam should cut the defense a little bit.
I just said it.
Stop trying to play
That
the
even
defense all
Grammys,
over.
they don't be defense.
Adam, it is my time to speak, I beg you. Don't
Mr.
force me
Flex.
to the studio
Please
right
let
now.
him speak.
Don't force me to the studio right now. It's my time to speak. What I mean is that let's admit that there are times that the scheme would make some mistakes. Why do you think the organizers brought the 1 week window? So those who feel that things were not done right would come forward and they will do it right. Why do you think Amrado, who was not nominated with his original song, wrote to them and now they realize that, yes, indeed, we goofed.
Yeah.
So let's bring him back into the category. So enough of the defense. Someone might not be nominated, not because of all these plenty nominations, or because there was an error somewhere. And as humans as we are, as much as these people would admit to some of them, they would also ignore some of them because you can't finish. And when you are done, the requests or the petitions that come in, about 80% you admitted. It means that you are putting yourself in the wrong position. No award scheme will do this. After all, they pay attention to someone or two, which will make them look good that, oh, they are a listening board or they are a listening community. So that is fine. For award schemes, in fact, none is 100%. That is why you said that someone will go take his trophy for winning, but still be unhappy about something.
Yeah.
So yes, it is true. Some people will be affected, not because of their doing, because the board would make an error. We have all been there before. Sometimes you come out of the board meetings or the boardroom, and we all ask, but how come we did not see this? How come this did not happen? How come it has been happening? If anybody who is a board member of these schemes would really come out to speak the truth, you realize that when you come out, there are so many errors you see. When you are during the meetings, some of these small things, they beat you. You come out and you feel like, but how did we miss this?
Okay.
Especially when the people start talking. That's when you realize. So enough of the defense. TGMA is not 100% award scheme. They are prone to errors. And some of these things could be some of the errors that they would make. And let's take it as such. We are not even expecting them to be 100%. They can't be. And that is normal with the scheme.
Okay, Sammy, thank you very much. I wish Robert was here, but I'm sure we can raise him on the telephone line so he tells us what goes into the categorization, what determines how many people should be in whatever category. Right?
I was with him yesterday.
yesterday.
Oh, you were with him yesterday?
So I told
On the
him
platform.
they should give us the platform.
Okay.
Line it up.
Okay.
Your song that you release, they give you the rhythm.
Okay.
Boss it there. Let the people hear the voice.
This person, give them.
Yes,
That
so that the
person,
people
give
will
them.
know the difference between studio working and
Physical.
yeah, physical. Thank you.
I wonder if that's going to be possible for all the artists we have, especially when it comes to the TGMs. But talking about it was unfair, you've got questions on your mind and all that. Last year, you were actually tipped for Rapper of the Year.
Yeah.
It didn't go to you, it went to Amrado Brenner.
Yeah.
Did you feel cheated?
Yeah, well, me, I mean, just like any other person that will be in that category that didn't win, me personally, I feel cheated because my songs that get nominated for Best Rap Performance, let's say it's boot for boot. It is judged by the Academy. You pick every of the songs there, judge them boot for boot. And not to say, mostly, I am the only person that almost have a 10-minute rap song in the category, with a 10-minute music video, with different deliveries, pans on pans, everything that is said that is being looked for. And with all this thing, it has a 10-minute quality music video behind it, not just anything. So anytime any of my fifth artists get nominated and it doesn't win, I feel cheated because it's like nowadays nobody even want to rap past 3 minutes. Nobody even wants to rap past 3 minutes. So if I am going that mouth and I'm shooting like quality video for that, just to push that side of the culture for people who put pen to paper, think about what they are saying, to constantly say something that wows people for 10 minutes.
10 straight minutes.
It's no joke. It's not.
Adam, you are nodding. You are part of the Academy. You've been telling us how you've been selecting some of these categories. These things that he's talking about, have you even ever considered it?
Oh, when it comes to the voting is done individually. I mean, they do not come together. It used to be where Academy will come and vote together, but this time around, you get your link and you vote.
Personally?
Yes.
Okay.
Me, I voted last week.
Okay.
You get your link, then you vote and you submit it. So people look at it based on their dynamics. And now, I mean, the TGMA, they've added a performance sheet where artists try to add certain data to what they have. But when it comes to some of these ones, which is technical, it's about the person's quality on the song. So if you are looking at a Rapper of the Year like this, I mean, you are looking at how the person is able to, it's all linguistics play a role. So how the person uses wordplay, alliteration, among other things, and how the person is able to sustain a certain rhyme, among other things, to keep you on the song for long. And I mean, if you listen to Lyrical, Joe, he is able to do those things and even switch flows, I mean, on one song.
Yes.
And it shows a lot of quality. So not everybody, the truth is not everybody on the board or Academy will look at all quality.
Okay.
You understand? Some, I mean, affiliations
and
are
that's
there.
what Sammy Flex is saying, that we should understand that it's a human institution.
So it's a human institution.
So some of these things will be oversights and lapses and all.
Last year, the winner of the Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year didn't release Reggae Dancehall song.
But wait,
But he won Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year.
Who are you referring to?
No, my brother. No, he won it, but I'm talking to the board. The board.
We are not in the board.
But wait, now that you have even raised the reggae dancehall category and all that.
Last year,
wait,
check the nominees.
So, and this year, King Lagazi was here last week, and he has stated categorically that this year, anyone who wins Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year, who is not an original reggae dancehall artist, would be fraudulent.
Yeah, it's not acceptable.
Yes, so the song can be a reggae dancehall song, but if the person, the artist who puts out the song is not a reggae dancehall artist, that will be a ripoff.
Yes,
why are you people saying that?
Yeah, that means their agenda is coming on.
Which agenda?
Because they've started already. Reggae is dying. And so when they give that award to non-reggae dancehall artists, that means we the reggae dancehall artists.
Raskuku is reggae dying.
It's never dying.
So then
those who say that their brain is dying. Energizer battery.
Explain exactly what you mean.
Yes, because how can you say reggae is dying when you know we are doing reggae?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing reggae. I've done a lot of reggae songs and everybody knows about that. We are always on reggae. So why are you saying reggae is dying? Is it because they want us to be fighting among ourselves?
So are you bringing up this argument because Kitty won it with Touch It, Adina won it with Why? They are not reggae, your regular reggae dancehall artists, but the songs are reggae dance hall songs.
I say it is an agenda.
Okay, so if you release a gospel song tomorrow and it's a hit everywhere,
Thank you.
and next year
it will never win. Even it will never be nominated. Listen, Jaja was ye under that year of which song was bigger than that my song? Tell me, but it never got a nomination. Not even to be in a gospel song. Mempaibo, when you check that song, it should have been in a gospel song of the year and even win it. Which of the song at that time, a gospel song, was bigger than Mempaibo?
So is it because it was done to you?
Yes.
And it was unfair.
And always it is being done to me.
Sammy Flex, help
So
us.
this year they shouldn't try.
Sammy,
doing it to
help
me. They
us
should
with
just
this one.
open
I'm
it.
asking for help because
Reggae
you
dancehall
are.
song of the year. Reggae dancehall song of the year. This is the plaque.
That's not the plug, by the way. That's not the.
Okay,
Don't break our
thank you.
table. Thank you very much, Sammy. Help me here. I'm coming to you because, of course, you work with Shatawale. You are Shatawale's manager, and of course, he does reggae and dancehall.
dancehall.
Do you agree with what Kuuku is saying that if you are not an original reggae dancehall artist, you cannot be a winner in the category?
I agree with him. I disagree with him because when it comes to the award definitions, they are not really looking for who is, especially when it is the song
They're not
category.
specific.
When it is the song category, they are not actually looking for who is or who has been known for doing reggae and dancehall throughout his or her career. In the year under review, they look at what song you have. So, for instance, if you have a song that is really a reggae song or a dancehall song, it can still be in there. If you have a song that cuts the category definition that they are looking for, whether you are a bobobo artist or you are a gospel artist, they will still consider you in there. So that is really not the case. I'm sure what Kuuku is trying to defend is the fact that those who have been standing for reggae and dancehall, those who are the real defenders of reggae and dancehall, he's looking for some kind of favor for them. But then it doesn't work like that with awards. It's about the works. The works will do it for you. So if the works you presented really did not cut for the
But if the other
category,
genres
forget
don't
about
release
what
it,
you stand
it's
for.
never a
Wait,
problem.
let Sammy finish. Let Sammy finish.
You might stand for it, you might be a defender for it, and still you wouldn't be able to get anywhere with it. So with that argument, I think I want to respectfully beg to differ with Kuuku. But then I don't know if I'm allowed to go to what Lyrical Joe was talking about.
Yes, you
the
are.
fact that he has been doing long rap and different styles. Unfortunately for Lyrical Joe, now the definition for best rap performance in the TGMA is not going to favor who does long rap. It's not going to favor who switches styles. It is not going to favor who is doing what. Now they are even talking about performance. So it could be that maybe Cookie releases a song, and on that song he featured maybe an Amrado or Enu Baroni or Lyrical Joe, and he did just some 16 bars of rap. If the 16 bars of rap is what to them as the board members, what does the performance for them, they are likely to nominate you over that person who did the 11 minutes or 10 minutes kind of rap. That is how unfortunate this may seem to Lyrical Joe. Yes, yesterday when Worai sent me the topic that today we'll be doing more rap performance.
Sammy, hold on a second.
That's the
Can you
category.
see what's on the screen? It says that the best rap performances are judged by the Academy and the board as the rap artist with the best word compositions, rhymes, and rap dexterity. And when you're talking about rap dexterity, are you trying to tell me that Lyrical Joe does not pass for it, even though it is 2 minutes or 10 minutes or 5 minutes?
So what I even meant was that I wasn't even talking about trying to win by the length of the song. But what I was saying is that even if all of the songs are to be judged by 3 minutes or 2 minutes side of those songs, right? And even mine is, let's say, 15 minutes in the category, it's going to be judged by within 30 minutes.
And it still has compositions, rhymes, and rap dexterity. Yeah.
I was just expressing that this is how much.
Yes, Sammy, we are listening.
Yes, I can't underrate Lyrical Joe. Never. In fact, he's one of the guys that I would always take when it comes to rap. I would never do that. I was only trying to debate for the fact that the way the definition has been made now, it is no more about how long you would rap. Because to me, this morning, I was telling myself that, why are we trying to even underrate this particular category? Because now this category should be one of the most talked about category, because the guys in there, who can you say is not a good rapper? Who can you say is not a good rapper? Because they all come with their unique styles. They all come with their unique flows. The lyrical dexterity and everything that we are trying to use to define the category. Take all the songs in there. Everybody comes differently. Everybody has a flow that you can't say, oh, this one did it better. No. Because when you are done listening to Lyrical Joe's 5th August 7, you realize that, wow, he punched hard. Then he comes to Amrad, the hardest. Wow, he was hard. Eno Baroni, Warning. Wow, she's got style. Strongman, Dear God. Like, everybody comes with a unique style. So now that category, trust me, should even be talked about more, because I was listening to and like,
the style
wow,
is different.
This is something new, this is something fresh.
Yeah.
Can you say he did not do well? He did well. So now that particular category, really, it is one of the categories that we should be making noise about.
And I thank God
everybody there comes with a unique style.
And I thank God. And I thank God we are taking a. I'm sorry I had to cut you, but we have to make progress. I'm so sorry. So I thank God we are discussing it this morning. Let's put it on the screen. And I so wish that Eno Baroni was in studio this morning. She was supposed to be here, but she couldn't join us. So it's right there on your screens. Yeah. So there's Amrado, Eno Baroni with Warning. Amrado came with the hardest, and then Fimfimbo Isiaku, just like you mentioned, Lyrical Joe on his 5th August project, Medical. We made it Sakwadia Otai, and then Strong Man, Dear God. Now, since you are still talking, Sammy Flex, who is your best bet in this category?
Hey, hard one. Hard one, as a matter of fact. That's what I was saying, that all of these guys did well. Their style, you cannot downplay them.
Choose one.
Now, maybe this is where, if the board is going to use the metrics Adam was trying to propagate, then some people would be affected here. So, for instance, if say I want to go for Fim for what he did on the Boss Yakon, which to me it brought some freshness in the rap thing, because yes, he was talking about a theme, a subject that all of us would want. He was talking about the revival of rap and all that. But once again, when you check the metrics, he has the list of numbers in there. Sarkodie Otan has millions or over 1 billion in there. Lyrical, Joe, Medical, and all those people, they did some cool numbers. So if you say Fim is your best because of his style, because of his flow, how do you even defend it for those who have the numbers? So to me, this category, picking just one person is so hard for me.
It will be difficult for you.
It is difficult because all of them, they did well. At the end of the day, it is the voting that is going to separate it. Of course, at every point in time, when Sammy Flex is paying to do one, I'll do one. But I can do it for any of them, even if I close my eyes.
Okay. Adam, what's your best bet in this category?
Yeah, for me, I'll choose 3.
Okay.
I mean, my top 3, no particular order. I'll choose Lyrical Joe. Okay. I'll choose Sarkodie. I will choose Infim because of, I mean, the kind of, I always say Infim song is a documentary on hip life, but within a very short time. Okay. I mean, the style was beautiful. Whatever names he mentioned, he tried to sound like them, those hip life legends. And that was rap. It was beautiful. Creatively, it was really beautiful. If you look at Sarkodie's time, I mean, it brought some hip-hop vibe. And even though this is not the hard Sarkodie we know, but his flow on the song was, I mean, pieced together beautifully. And for that to, I mean, create some sort of vivacity and buzz around rap with that kind of song, I mean, we need to give him some flowers. And the 5th August by Lyrical Joe, very hard, very hard. And it's kind of, I mean, give some life to rap and kind of inspiration to others. The switches on the song, the rhythm, wordplay, alliteration among others, for me, It's fantastic.
Let's make a bit of progress this morning. Now, Lyrical Joe, your fans on Twitter are talking to you, and they are congratulating you for all that you've been doing, especially after Sarkodie released the Brag song, and then later on, we all know what ensued. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How much was the casket you bought for Dremo?
Yeah, Ghanaians bought that one, so you would have to ask them how much.
Okay, so they bought it, you didn't buy
Yeah,
it.
me, I would
You
just
just made sure you
understand why they
murdered
were-
him
Okay,
so that
stand
Ghanaians
for
will
it.
put him
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
casket.
yeah.
But people want to understand. It seemed as though you just entered the studio, 5 minutes, you come back. And then what actually messed my brains up was the whole Raymond rhyme. How do
The
you do
wordplay.
it? Your fans, exactly, the wordplay. Your fans want to understand. Are these lyrics you had just sitting down already and you just interchange them with the names? How did you do it?
So it says a lot about the kind of rapper that I am. Every rapper is different, like Sami was saying. Every rapper is different, what they come with and everything. It says the kind of rapper that I am. I am the kind of rapper that if I say a word, even me myself, I need to do a research. Is this thing correct? It's what the message I'm trying to, because one day somebody is going to sit down somewhere and try to go to what I'm saying. So that's me even doing my normal rap songs. I make sure that what I'm doing, I'm researching on everything that I am doing before I put pen to paper, because I appreciate the people that listen to my music and I would not like to cheat them. So when it comes to the platform where you are going against another person in another country, I'm not coming just for you. I'm going to research about you, your country, your president, everyone before I come.
And you
So
were able to do
I
that
would-
in that short
Yes,
span of
yes.
time.
And then as for that, says a lot about how well I've been prepared when it comes
Right.
to this rap thing, because we come from an era where you need
Okay.
to be set, you need to be ready,
Right.
mindset, everything. So you need to be sharp with how you put things together.
But Twitter says to ask you that how much thanks would you give Sarkodie for this opportunity that he's given you over the last 2 weeks?
I mean, he released, I think that with this one, it went hand in hand, because he released his song and this came on. Honestly, I really had nothing to do with it until this whole thing came about, and I was being called upon to do what I was supposed to do, and I went on to do it. And I would say that the thing that I would appreciate about what Sarkodie did was, you know, putting out a hip-hop project, because basically we also need that life there. We need that attention there, and then he sparked that whole thing. So definitely that cannot be taken away from him.
You've thrown some good light on it. So the next question is, which international artist, rap artist, would you want to produce a record with immediately if you had the chance today?
Immediately today,
today.
it would be a rap artist. It would be Kendrick.
It will be Kendrick Lamar.
yeah.
Okay. So you've this year also again been nominated for rapper or best rap performance of the year. We've mentioned your other contenders in the category. What would this year's win? Because you won in 2021, but 2022 it didn't come your way. It went to Eno Baroni. 2023 it went to.
After my win, it went to.
It went to who?
Mine was 20.
Oh, Eno won before you.
before
Eno
me,
2021, yours was 2022, and then 2023 went to Amrado Bena. What would a win in 2024 mean for you?
Me, I already feel like rap is winning. I feel like I've already been winning, even to be, because my way and my window into this whole awards things is something that hardly happened. My first nomination, I didn't go through New Artist of the Year on song or anything. My first nomination was straight to best rap performance, and I won. And then since then I've been in that category constantly, and it's not by chance or by luck, because I've been working for it, and I'm just working for more. So I really appreciate the fact that I'm already in that category, and of course I'm looking up for the win.
Okay, Rush, you want to take a bite on that one before I go on? He's the winner for you, Lyrical Joe. Okay, all right. So we've been able to raise Robert Clark on the telephone lines. Robert, I'm not sure if you were following our conversation, but then there's a question or an issue about cutoff points, and the case on the table this morning is that of Song of the Year, which has 12 artists in that particular category, and then Male Vocal Performance of the Year, which Kuuku has filed for several years but has never ever made it. Would you want to school us this morning as to what informs your decision on the cutoff points for each of the categories? Robert. Okay, I cannot hear Robert. So now we'll come to...
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, Robert, we can hear you now.
Okay, great. Yeah, so for each category, we have a guideline that we work with, and we have an operational number of people that we accept in the category. So, and there are conditions to the favorite. So, if in a particular year, the number of submissions that come through is one of the things they look at. The number of great talents or great ideas that also come through is also one of the key things they look at. Actually, quite a number of them. So, they use these as a guide to make a decision. So if they make a decision, there's obviously going to be a cutoff point. So the cutoff point may include or exclude certain people. So essentially, whatever you get within the cut is what the board thinks should be made available for that particular year. So that's it. Now, if somebody doesn't make the cut, it just simply means that the board's decision in that particular year was that the person should not be in there. If the 1 week window is open and they have an opportunity to do an appeal, yes, obviously they can do an appeal. When they bring the appeal, it's going to be reviewed. If it's reviewed and the board still thinks that the initial position holds, then that is what is going to be out there. If for any reason the board feels like they have to go back and include it, then they will do that. So whatever decision has been made, it's a decision that has been thought through by the board, and that's their position.
He's done.
Robert, are you done?
Yes, please.
I'm not sure I heard your last few words properly. You were a bit undertone. If you could just speak up a little bit. So just summarize for us. What did you say again goes into the cutoff points for the categories? We didn't quite hear you.
What I'm saying is that there are quite a number of things, but the board has their, they have their guide.
Okay.
And the guide is what they use in determining whether it should be more or it should be less.
Okay.
But so if you take most popular songs of the year, they usually have the number being higher than the other categories. Now, the other categories usually play within the space of 10 or 8, and then sometimes 6, depending on the number of submissions that come through, the number of work that is also produced, and all of that. So all of these things inform what it should be like. So the board basically use these parameters to decide whether it should be 6, 8, or it should be 10. Like the artist of the year this year is 6.
6, yes.
And that's it, different from other categories. So essentially that's what they do, but then they have their guide and they use that as a basis to be able to make a decision. And whoever makes a cut is because obviously they have been able to influence the board, or the board finds that their work ought to be there.
Robert, we thank you for your time. But just before you go, we are just a week away from the big day. Tell us, are we getting ready? Or you say we are ready 100%?
Yes, we are getting ready. I think we need to be able to have a whole session to discuss all the beautiful things that we have for the 25th anniversary. Yes, so that we can go into it step by step, break it down, discuss the categories, discuss the VGMA now, TGMA impact. And then obviously, and what people are to expect. So I'll be waiting. I'll be on standby. As our partners, we have to share that information to the people. So I'll be on standby.
Okay. Thank you so much, Robert. I'm sure in the coming week, we'll be taking a look at all that you've talked about this morning. Sure. Thank you so much, as always. Enjoy the rest of your day. Kuuku, I'm coming straight to... Oh, you had a question for him?
No, Sammy.
What should Sammy say?
Yeah, Sammy said he doesn't agree with me on what I said, but I just want him to know that when me, Stoneboy, Wale, Samini, episode I1, when we stop doing reggae, that's in order there will be no reggae dancehall category.
What is your point exactly?
Yeah, already they are saying they want to bring it down.
Okay.
So imagine we stop doing it.
Okay.
And they're going to bring it down.
But why would you want to stop doing reggae music?
No, I'm just saying it. And they're going to bring it down.
But why would you want to stop reggae music?
No, it's something it's a question I'm asking.
Okay.
In case we stop. And the board going to bring it down. They'll bring it down. Okay. So when they bring it down, who is going to win the reggae dance or song?
Let's come back to you. This year, you didn't make it, unfortunately, for male vocal performance. But you made it for reggae dance hall and even reggae song of the year. These two, are you getting all of them? I'm getting
all of them, especially the reggae dance or song. It is the biggest in the reggae dance or song of the year. Eyeball remix featuring Samin.
Okay.
It is the biggest song over there. Okay. And no other song can win it apart from Eyeball.
Okay. And I'm happy you're here. You know what? Last week, Sammy was on the phone. We went through a little issue with him. Not like it was a problem, no. So there's an issue that's been long-standing on the streets. And people are saying that some of you, reggae dancehall artists, must be thankful that Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy had an issue years back. They were taken out of the scheme, and now Stonebwoy is back, but Shatta isn't back yet. And that's why some of you have been winning. Do you agree?
No.
Why don't you agree?
I did the board members.
Okay. So
I did the board members. Do they decide what goes on in the region?
okay, so this one, dear, you are giving credit to the board members. So as and when it suits you,
it's something I'm
as and
asking.
when it suits you.
No, it's a question I'm asking that I did the board members. No, how can you say, okay, so they are saying that
Right.
anytime there's a category and we find Lumba over there and Lumba doesn't win. Lumba wins it and the next year Lumba isn't there and another person wins. Does it mean that is it because Lumba wasn't there? That is why the person won.
Okay, so for you, it's the songs that are speaking for themselves and the artists who are doing the work. So it doesn't matter whether Stonebwoy is in there or Shatta Wale is in there, right?
We are winning hands down.
Okay. Road of Evil is your newest project.
Yeah.
What is that? Where is that coming from? Okay, so I see it written boldly behind you. But why Road of Evil and not Road of Good? What's happening?
Because we have two ways, good road and then evil road. So,
Okay.
you know, we are always seeking for the good ways. And then we pray that for the evil road, Most High will just take us out of that.
Okay.
That is simple as ABC.
And this is out everywhere?
Everywhere.
Okay.
The biggest reggae song
Okay.
right now in Ghana.
Okay. Kuuku says so, the biggest reggae dancehall song right now. We'll play it before we go. But Joe,
Yes.
what are you telling your fans, those who are coming out, first of all, to witness you pick up Rapper of the Year, God willing, next week, Saturday, and those who've also been rooting for you and clapping for you, especially over the last 2 weeks on what you've been able to do with Ghana, Nigeria, and globally? What would you tell them?
I mean, I would say, first off, thanks. I mean, we do this, but then we still cling on to the support to keep, going harder. So thanks to them. And yeah, of course, let's keep supporting. One thing about this whole thing is that it's an inbuilt industry that we are all in, and we all play a part. The artists, the organizers, the boards, them, the fans too. They are very loud with it. So let's keep supporting me. If when we are in a category, let's hold our faith high. We win, great. We are not stopping. We are on to the next one. We keep coming harder, basically.
All right. So it means that you're leaving a little room for a bit of disappointment, just in case.
As for that one, as a human being, you need to. Okay. You need to. As much as you believe in yourself, you need to live that. And so keep supporting me, and then keep looking on my socials too, because I'm dropping on the 7th. Okay. That's somewhere after the night. So I'm dropping. Pray for me on the 7th.
No problem at all. So Kuuku says that whoever picks male vocal performance, just know that the award is his, but they just gave it to you, Keke. And go and check out his newest joint, Road of Evil. It's out everywhere, and he is picking all the 2 awards: reggae dancehall song of the year, and reggae dancehall artist
it is we who has made reggae beautiful, and now people are coming to enjoy.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Sammy, thank you one more time for joining us today. We really
I have some 2 things to say.
10 seconds, please.
Yes. First of all, I want Kuuku to know that it will be hard for Luton FC to win the English Premier League when there is still Man City, Manchester, and Liverpool in there. That is one thing.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Number two,
Sammy is Ten Hag. Do you know Sammy is Ten Hag?
I'm coming.
You are the Manchester's coach.
So he's talking
about to be sacked.
Yeah?
He's about to be sacked.
You are about to be
Ten
sacked.
Hag is about to be sacked.
Manchester coach Sammy Flex. You are about to be
Ten
sacked.
Hag is about to be sacked.
I'm telling you, your
There's
players
a
will
match-
sack you.
There's a match between.
I say Ten Hag, Manchester coach Sammy Flex.
Russ, can you let Sammy finish? Sammy, please finish. Russ,
Okay,
let
so the next appeal is to those who will be voting for the best rap performance, and I'm talking about the academy, the board, and the general public. In these times, I'm appealing. Let's give it to medical at least to do something for.
You just said exactly. You just said you couldn't choose. You just said you couldn't choose. All of a sudden, we should give it to MDK. Are you for real, Sammy? Sammy, are you for real? I thought a few moments ago you said you couldn't choose.
I mean, if you do like that next year, I will get
Sammy, a few moments ago you said you couldn't choose. All of a sudden, you've changed your mind.
Joe is saying something.
If he does that next year, I will get broken heart.
Everybody qualifies in the category, but for the time's sake, let's give it to MDK.
Sammy, I can't
Lyrical Joe said.
If you do like that next year, I will get broken heart.
The following year, me.
Cookie, I'd like to say big shouts to Akpene. He's watching us all the way from Aguna Sweden.
Right.
Big shout to him. And I wish all the people the best. I mean, that is the part
All
of
the winners.
Yes.
We the
All
winners.
the nominees the best. Okay. I mean, the part I like about the VJ Midnight is when they are mentioning the winners.
Yeah.
And the winner is that's my favorite on the night. So
last year we were there.
All right, so we'll wait for it on the 1st of June. Thank you, Lyrical Joe. Congratulations on everything that you have achieved so far. And of course, congratulations to you on Road of Evil. We definitely will check it out. We'll play it before we go. But next week, Friday, will be our last major discussion before the big night. It will be huge right here on TV3 New Day. So please make sure you are on the lookout for that one. Thank you one more time for choosing us from Monday to Friday.